Good morning. This is Holly with Holly's Joys, and we're going to do a Sketchercize exercise today to just start our day on a very creative note, to prime our creative juices for problem solving and just an overall general creative feel throughout our day. Now, I'm going to give you a quote, and this is by Friedrich Nietzsche, and his art is the proper task of life. So art is the proper task of life. And I like that quote because I do see things creatively as that's just kind of personally how I'm bent. It is a lot of how I dealt with some childhood trauma, and I just like it. I think I'm creative and I enjoy it. So what I have done was several years ago, I picked up some leaves, and you don't have to do it with an actual leaf, but we're going to draw leaves today. Just a pencil sketch of a leaf, and nothing too heavy or perfect. Don't worry about perfection. This is not what the exercise is for. It's just to loosen yourself for the day, to enjoy that mind frame of creative thought. So I had this leaf laying around, and I thought I'll just lay it here and we can look at it. And I had pressed it in a book at one point. It's pretty brittle now, but I don't know. I was going to use it for something and I just didn't. So here it is. So I'm going to use that to look at. I might just lay it over here. I don't know. Oh, see, look, very brittle. Let's lay it this way. All right. Now, I'm just going to sketch, and I'm just using a number 2 pencil. This is just a regular old pencil, nothing fancy, and I'm using a pencil because just a regular pencil is what I grew up using, and also to show you that you can be creative and artistic without a lot of expense. So I bought this. This is a sketchbook that I'm using for the Sketchercize experiment I'm doing on YouTube. So I paid $5 for it at Five Below, and they had several different styles, but I picked this one. And this has got kind of a newsprint feel, so thicker than newsprint, but it's kind of rough, a little bit rough like that. I mean, it's not a high quality paper. And that's okay, because this is just for fun and for sketching. So we're going to just start, and I'm not going to follow the exact look of the leaf. I'm just going to use it as inspiration. And I am having a goal in my head of, I really want to loosen my style up. I tend to be a little bit tight in a lot of the creative things that I do, and I want to be a bit looser about my approach. So I'm not going to press really hard with my pencil. I'm just going to lightly just hint at an outer edge of the leaf, and then I'm just going to light. And if you want to go back in later and outline it darker or use a pen, then of course you can. Or if you want to start out with a pen, I personally like a pencil, and just enjoy the process of loosely sketching in the idea of these little leafy veins. And I'm not going to be too precise with it. And so you see kind of how I'm doing it. And I'm just gently sketching it in there. Don't tell me you can't draw a stick figure, because we're not drawing a stick figure, so that's good. So there you go. And I think I'm going to do another little guy here, and I'm going to have him peeking out like they're overlapping each other. And then I might go back in and color it one of these days. And if you'll notice, the stem just shoots right up the middle and then extends out into these little leafy veins. And there are a lot of little leafy veins. So you can put as many of those or as few of those or none of those, whatever makes you happy. That's what this project is about, this Sketchercize. is just letting you be you, not worrying too much about what somebody else might think of what you're doing, just making it something you enjoy. Now, your goals might be different than mine. Mine is, like I said, is to loosen up my style a little bit. So I'm going very loose. And you know, I see a lot of like single line drawings online, and they're so beautiful. Some people are so talented with that. But I've always been an over controller. Like, I love that loose look, but this over controlling, I think I had that in many areas of my life. So I'm going to use this as a jumping off point to release some of that little urging to control. Now notice I went this way, kind of up, swoopy up, which is how this leaf is. I'm going to go the other way just for fun. Put a swoopy down and see if it changes how the leaf looks. So this is also a process of experimentation and just full enjoyment. So, yeah. So that's what I have for you today. Now let's refresh our Friedrich Nietzsche quote. Art is the proper task of life. I love that. So go enjoy your proper task of life today and think of your leaf. Keep it, play with it. You can go ahead and color it or outline it or just shade it with your pencil or leave it as it is, whatever suits you. Thank you for being here, and I would like for you to follow me on Facebook at Patio Pet. I do a lot of creative things there, and a lot of finished products are pictured there. And I do have some videos. Also on YouTube under Holly's Joys, I also take video of my kitty cat. He's a silly goose. And if you would subscribe, I would appreciate it. Like, share, follow, comment. Hey, leave me a picture of your project, and we'll see you next time. Bye.